Thousands of Occupy Central protesters were calling on Hong Kong's top man to step down. This was the scene Thursday night outside the chief executive's office, tense and expectant. Many here were hoping the city's embattled chief executive, Leung Chun-ying, would resign by a midnight deadline. But at 11:30 p.m., this. I will not resign, he said. I will continue to do reform work and help Hong Kong's 5 million people achieve universal suffrage. On night 6 of the Occupy movement, a group of several hundred protesters who had gathered at dusk swelled to one of thousands by midnight, blocking the road to the chief executive's office next to the People's Liberation Army headquarters. From elderly protesters,
they want true election. This is our mission, but we must stand here and sit here.
To university students ready for pepper spray with goggles and masks, and some 30 pastors who made their way to the front of the barricades.
We hope to stand in the front and hope that the police will not use force, and we try to stop that.
Your position may cause danger.
But as the crowds grew, so did the police presence, into the hundreds, shields and batons ready, adding to anxieties. But protesters' enthusiasm fell after Mr. Leung's press conference, in which he said Beijing has final say in chief executive elections, and that Carrie Lam, the city's top civil servant, would start negotiations with protesters.
I'm totally frustrated and disappointed because I've been here for many hours now.
Very disappointed, and I'm really depressed and frustrated.
That mood was punctured briefly by a handful of protesters trying to block Hong Kong's last open east-west thoroughfare in attempts to ratchet up tension. Then, after 1 a.m., the 17-year-old leader of student activist group Scholarism spoke to the crowd. I hope everyone can understand the students, said Joshua Wong. We hope the government can give us the meeting timetable as soon as possible. I believe this is not just an official meeting. We are not here to beg for an official meeting. And so the midnight deadline has come and gone, and it's safe to say that people here in the crowd are still very disappointed with what C.Y. Leung has said. One, that Beijing will continue to pre-screen candidates for the position of chief executive come 2017, and that C.Y. Leung himself will not resign. And so the standoff continues between Beijing, Hong Kong, and the pro-democracy protesters of Occupy Central.